Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to another episode of London Boy Podcast. It's your boy Vinny, back to you another album review. Today I'll be reviewing one of my favorite albums of the last decade, and should I say 21st century as well. And that will be Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Maad City. As you can see here, I've got the double album, which is the cover with the car on it. And yeah, so this is the back. It's got 4 sides to it. So it'll be 2 vinyl CDs, side A and side B for the first vinyl, side C and side D for the second vinyl. And before I go into the track listing and prices, I just want to tell people this has a bit of a story to it. So, like, my previous reviews, the Nas one and the Tupac one, like, I wasn't around when Nas dropped I Am or Nostradamus, that era. I wasn't around then. I was maybe like 2 years old in 1999. Definitely weren't around when Tupac dropped All Eyes on Me. So that sort of music, I had to go back and listen to it. But when Good Kid, Maad City dropped, I remember it exactly. I think it dropped about 10, 11 years ago now, back in 2012 times. And my first ever glimpse into Kendrick Lamar was college times, living in London. He dropped the song, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. That was a smash hit. And then I saw him on a song with 50 Cent, which was This Is How We Do, They Ain't On The Shit We On, Everything New, Spikes on the Louis Vuitton, like that song. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called How We Do or something. It was Kendrick and 50 Cent, but Kendrick Lamar never really hit me until I went to sixth form in the countryside. So this is like 2014 time. I just remember scrolling. Obviously, I heard about his verse on Control. Like, yeah, this guy's a sick rapper. He's a good rapper. He smashed everyone on Big Sean's Control song. But I was thinking, like, who the hell is Kendrick Lamar? When I heard the name Kendrick Lamar, I thought it was a basketball player, like Lamar Odom, LeBron James. That sort of. He had one of them type of names. So, but one day I just downloaded his album on my phone. I think it was like, I must have streamed it, right? I'm not gonna say I used like LimeWire or something. But I must have streamed it, innit? And I just heard his album, and I just remember, second year of sixth form, I moved to the countryside, and I'm just listening to Good Kid, Maad City, and I'm not gonna lie, each year's gone by, I've bumped it at least once a year ever since. And yeah, folks, this is the album. These are the tracks. I'm gonna go through each track, and I'm gonna tell you which one I prefer. So the first one, Shireen, aka Master Splinter's daughter. That's on the side A. So that's just a standard intro track. A bit of storytelling. He talks about, I think, a girl that he used to mess with, sort of like a hood rat type girl. And it's just a bit of a suspenseful storytelling, introspective introduction to the album, right? And then the second song goes straight to Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. I don't need to say much about that song. I know most people that listen to Kendrick, or most that don't listen to Kendrick, they've all heard about that song. I am a sinner who probably gonna sin again. It's more like a mellow, tune, like you just relax, introspective, like you're cruising at night time, one of them type of tunes. And then track number 3, Backstreet Freestyle. It's a proper like hard hitting, rapidy rap. Even the beat is a fast paced beat. Proper going at it type stuff. Backstreet Freestyle. Like, all my life I want money and power. And then he changes up his tonality throughout that song. And yeah, definitely a really hard hitting song. Bit night and day compared to the previous two, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe and Shireen. And then Art of Peer Pressure, it goes back to sort of like the Shireen sort of storyteller, where he just pretty much talks about peer pressure, but he talks about like a night out with his friends, And, they're wheeling, dealing, and scheming, but he's a good kid in the Maad City, and he tries to, be his own man, but he's got his friends there. He's out of the homies. And that song as well, another suspenseful storytelling song, switches up his tempo, switches up his tonality, and I even think there's a beat switch in that, if I'm not mistaken. And then side B, it gets a little bit more upbeat, with Money Trees with J Rock, which is a very more upbeat, positive song. Hallelujah. J Rock spits fucking hard bars in there. Kendrick Lamar comes with a hook. It shows Kendrick's sort of versatility as an artist, which is always good. I think one of the fan favorites of Good Kid, Maad City. Then Poetic Justice. When this album first came out and I heard it for the first time, I was thinking what the hell is this crap, man? Because I was 16, sort of in college, sixth form times, and that, I call it grown man shit. Chick music, In the Thunder and Rain. I used to think what the hell is this crap? And it's got Drake on it. What the fuck is this? But then I come back to it and you learn to love it. It's more like a chilled out song, you're cruising with your girl in the car, and it's the end of the day, and you sort of want to go home, but you don't want to go home, and you want to see what's going on. It's one of them type of songs, isn't it? They sample not Michael Jackson, they sample Janet Jackson song on it, and it works well with the tempo and the mood of the song. And then Drake's got his light skin verses on it. It's one of them songs for the ladies, one of them songs for the ladies. And then Good Kid, which is more introspective. It's a bit of a singy, rappy song. One of my personal favorites. He just talks about growing up in such a bad, dysfunctional environment where even his parents that moved from Chicago, they're a little bit of the dysfunctional side, but he's trying to make it. But he is this good kid, his good heart, goes to church, but he's still got to survive. And then Maad City, that's the hard hitting rap banger of the album. Say no more. If you haven't heard that song, Maad City, it's got 2-3 beat switches in it. If you haven't heard that song, listen to it. It's the hard hitting banger. Then we go on to side C, which is Swimming Pools, extended version for the vinyl. So Swimming Pools, he's got the I think that's more of the club song. Why you baby fitting on the 2 or 3 shots? Dun, 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 dun. I got a swimming pool full of liquor and we drown in it. You think, yeah, that's a party song, right? But really, Swimming Pools is got darker meaning to it. It's about peer pressure. It's about you're at a party, you're trying to keep the straight and narrow, but then you see everyone else taking drinks, and then you see the girls taking drinks, and your mates are taking drinks, and you think, I'm just sitting here. I'm cool, I only came for 1 or 2. Then you end up staying, you end up getting drunk, and then you end up with the pitfalls of a drunk night, right? Wake up with a hangover. Then one thing leads to the next, and now you got yourself into trouble. It's one of them type of songs. That's the true meaning. Or you can always be a bit ignorant to it and just have, it's just a party song. But anyway, Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. It's probably one of the it's got 2 songs in one type thing. It's one of the saddest songs in this album. Section 8, he had a song about a girl that died or some shit. And Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst is a continuation of that. So another storytelling song. But yeah, deep introspective meaning. And then the song Real, which the chorus goes, I do what I want to do. I say what I want to say. When I feel like, look in the mirror and know I'm there. I'm real. People might say that Real song is a bit cringe, but it's one of my personal favorites because it goes to show about showing authenticity, doing your own thing, standing in your square, the topic of some of my videos, a lot of my channel is themed around this sort of song if you want to be deep with it. But yeah, song about being yourself, about being confident in who you are. Then side D is more like the outro side of the song. Compton featuring Dr. Dre, where it's about the city. It's like the city that made me and made me who I am. One of them type of songs. A bit of a singy song with rap features from Kendrick and Dre. Then the recipe is more like welcome to LA, more of a party song. Like imagine like landing in LA, which I've never been to LA, but imagine landing in LA and you see the palm trees and pretty women in their bikinis, and smoking is legal over there, and you go to the beach. It's got that sort of vibe to it. And the chorus is like, women we don't ever, women we don't ever. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite songs. But when you think of Good Kid, Mad City, you don't think of that song because, like I said, it's more like an outro, like feel good song. Then Black Boy Fly. I was gonna say Fry. Black Boy Fly is another outro song, more of a motivational song where he talks about growing up in the hood in Compton, talks about going to school, and then he saw a basketball player. I forgot the name of the basketball player, but he went to his school, and then while he was like being a waste man with his friends, doing all that dysfunctional shit, he just saw this basketball player at the gym all the time, 10,000 hour rule, doing his thing, and then he sees him make it, and then he sings about the game. His real name is Jason or some shit. Talks about, I used to want to be like Jason Taylor when he was young. And he was like the biggest rapper in Compton while Kendrick was growing up, the game. And he basically talks about how like he was jealous growing up, not of them, but of like as a young kid wanting to make it out of Compton. He thought that they were the only exceptions, and he never really believed in himself. Well, until after this album, obviously he made it, but it's a song about making out the hood, basically, but very motivational. Listen to it if you haven't already. And then Now or Never, featuring Mary J. Blige, another bonus track for the deluxe album, and a very positive song, waking up in a dream, walking on another big stage. You're never at peace until you hear people singing your name, sounding so far away. Very positive song about, achieving your goals, achieving your dreams. And it is very motivational, very feel good, very singy, songy. It's got some rap in it, but sort of like a poppy type. I wouldn't say poppy, more like a soulful, not blues, more like a soulful type, feel good song. Cool, so now that I've done the track listing, I'm going to do an unboxing of the actual vinyl album. So here we are. As you can see, plastic sealed, as always, brand new. Cool. So this is the actual vinyl, or the actual cover of the vinyl. This is the back. So, released by TDE, aka Top Dog Entertainment, Aftermath, and Interscope Records. So he released in 2012, and this version of it is I think it says 2000. No, that's the address still. But yeah, 2012 record released by Aftermath. And yeah, this is also opens up like a book. See pictures of Kendrick growing up with the credited features on the album as well. Yeah. And it's got 2 vinyl CDs in there, so open them up. So yeah, here we are. This is a short film by Kendrick Lamar. So yeah, there's 2 sides to each record, and there's 2 records in this sort of vinyl thing. Funny thing is, like, it's called a short film, and like every time I see like Kendrick Lamar album review, they always say that Good Kid, Mad City was like his movie, and To Pimp a Butterfly was like his best-selling novel. It's weird how this album has always been compared to a film. And yeah, it's got the other vinyl in here as well. Let me just take it out. One sec. Cool. So this is it. Another one. As you can see here, Good Kid, Mad City, a short film by Kendrick Lamar. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put it on the record player. You know, obviously copyright and all that, so I'm not going to put it on for that long. So yeah, final thoughts on this album or this vinyl. Obviously, sound quality on the vinyl is crisp as always. But in terms of the actual album, if I was to grade it, it would be like a 9.5 out of 10, right? Or 9 out of 10, let's say. I truly believe that it's Kendrick's best work. Absolutely his best work. People say To Pimp a Butterfly is his best work, but personally, nah, that's got no replay value. Like, Good Kid, Mad City, 10 years down the line, still bumping at the gym, still bumping it in the car. You know, it's got the banger hits, it's got the introspective songs, it's got the girl songs. Like, it's an all-around solid album, you know. Like, don't think I'm shitting on To Pimp a Butterfly. You know, I got it right here as well. But personally, my preference is Good Kid, Mad City. It would have been a very good debut release, but for those that don't know, it's Kendrick's second album. It's not his first, but solid album, 9 out of 10. Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City. This is London Boy Podcast. Share, like, subscribe, and yeah, peace out to the next one.